Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy, and I'm here to do your reading for Tarot Tuesday. This is for the week of Tuesday, November 12th. This is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me for that. I'll leave all of my information down below. So again, this is a general reading, and just remember that time is fluid. So you don't have to be watching this video on the 12th of November. It can be a week later, it can be a month later. Just know that whenever you're watching it, that's when it's meant for you. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a moment, take a deep breath, and just relax and center your energy. And you're going to choose either card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3, and that will be your reading for the week. If you'd like to take a moment to pause this video, you can do that as well, but I do recommend going with whichever card you are drawn to first. So I just want to say thank you so much to you guys for watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. Today I'm going to be using the Good Tarot deck, and that is by Colette Baron-Reid. And this is a really beautiful deck with some really pretty artwork on it. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, if you want to take a moment to pause this, you can. If you've picked your card, we're going to go ahead and begin. All right. So if you chose card number 1, you have the 9 of Fire. Okay, so in the traditional tarot, this is the 9 of Wands. And what this card represents, there are some struggles that you've been going through. You can be dealing with a fire sign, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This might be you, or this might be another person. But with this card, like I said, you've definitely been having some struggles. You might have your guard up in a relationship, in a job situation, in a friendship, however this relates to you. You've been through, this is my Wounded Warrior card. So you've been through a battle. For some of you, this might be 9 years, it might be 9 months, 9 weeks. It might have been your whole life, but you feel as though it's been a struggle up until this point. Okay. So you've been hurt, you've been wounded. For some of you, you've been burned. Some of you have even been physically injured. Okay. But whatever the situation, again, this is a general reading, so take it however it applies to your situation. But however you've been hurt, whether it be physical, emotional, mentally, even could be spiritually. However that has applied to you, it's led you to become very untrusting in your life, in your relationships. So you have this guard up, you have this wall around you that you've built around you, and it's been there to protect you, and you've built it for good reasons. You've had good reasons for building up this protection. Okay, but with the 9, there is the message here is that you have to let go of the past, of whoever hurt you, whatever hurt you, and you're not ready to give up. Okay, with the 9, you're ready to give it one more try. This might be in love, this might be with a friendship, this might be in your career, but you're not ready to give up. Even though you've been hurt, you've been injured, you felt like giving up, but with the 9 here, you're going to give it one more try. Okay, so you can see the stars here in this card and the fireflies, so that represents hope. that things are going to, this time they're going to work out in your favor, okay? So it's okay to let that guard down. I'm not saying to let it down completely. You know, whatever you've been through, you've gained some valuable lessons, okay? But it is telling you that it's okay to let it down somewhat, and to trust, you know, use your instincts, trust the situation. Like I said, you're not giving up. You're definitely a fighter. And whatever it is that you are fighting for with this card, you're definitely going to not give up. You're definitely going to fight for it, okay? So it's a difficult energy, but it's one of, you know, perseverance and not giving up. Okay, so the message is to keep going here. All right. All right, so there's card number 1. If you chose card number 2, you have the Star in reverse. All right, so I'm going to turn this around so you can see it a little better. This is a really beautiful card. This is a major arcana. This energy, it can represent Aquarius, okay, which is an air sign. But with this card, I always tend to think of Aquarius as a water sign. And I know that's not right, but to me, Aquarius is a combination of air and water. And why I say that is that you might be, this might be your energy, or it could be somebody you're dealing with. For the most part, I think it's yours. But you might be someone who's very intellectual. You might be an overthinker. You might overanalyze things, okay? But in this card, you can see all this water and also the moon there. The water represents, and the moon represent our emotions. And that's why I often see Aquarius as having some water energy. So with this card being in reverse, the message here is that you might be starting to feel overwhelmed by your emotions, not being able to think clearly, not being able to make a concrete decision. You might be losing hope on a situation, okay? When the Stars card is in the upright, it's a very positive card. It's a card of hope and, you know, dreams coming true, wishes coming true. When it's in the reverse, there's a sense of something is happening in your life, and this could be something very, very big, something you've been working towards or hoping for. This can be a relationship, it can be, you know, a job situation, whatever it is. It's something that you've always wanted, something you've always hoped for or wished for. And I believe it's here, and you're doubting it, you're doubting yourself, you're doubting the situation. For some of you, very specifically, you're doubting whether you can make this work, whether you can do this, and you're just really questioning, do you deserve it? Okay. Even though the Star is showing up in reverse here, it's still a very, very powerful energy. It is a major arcana. It's also still a very positive energy, okay? With this card, the message here is that you are overthinking it, okay? This is something that the universe has brought into your life, something that you may have prayed for, may have manifested, hoped for, you know, and now it's here, and you're really questioning whether or not it's yours, okay? And the answer is that it definitely is yours, but you have to claim it. You have to have the self-confidence and the trust, in God, in spirit, in the universe, that this isn't meant for you and you do deserve it. Okay. So it's really about knowing how to control your thoughts, knowing how to control your emotions. For some of you, this is a relationship. It can be a love relationship. It can be a friendship. But what I'm hearing specifically is that you feel so emotionally overwhelmed with all of it. Okay. For some of you, I'm hearing, you're in too deep emotionally, and that scares you. The Aquarius is a very logical sign, so you're trying to put those emotions into a more logical sequence, so to speak, and it's not making sense to you. Okay, so the message here is to let go of having to have control over the situation. Know that you do deserve it. You've worked hard for it. That this is a very karmic card as well. Um, whatever has the good that you've put out into the world is coming back to you, and all you have to do is claim it. All you have to do is decide that it's yours, and that you're going to master it and own it, and be a star. Okay, it's a very, very powerful card, but you have to claim it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. It's a little complicated. All right, so that's number 2, guys. Last but not least, we have card number 3. So if you chose card number 3, you have the King of Earth. So in the traditional tarot, this is the King of Pentacles. Excuse me. This often represents a person in your life. Now, it can be your energy or it can be somebody around you. Typically, the King of Earth represents Taurus, but it can also be an earth sign. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If this is your energy, you are in a state in a stage of your life where you are manifesting things. Okay, Earth has to do with material things. So for a lot of you, this is a job. This is a house. This is a career. This is something that's physical, something that is, concrete. For some of you, this is money. You might be coming into some money. You might be getting a raise. You might be finally getting that promotion or that bonus that you've been working for. Okay. So again, this is a mature energy. So the person, if this is not you, you could be dealing with a person who's a little bit older than you. They've been through some difficult times in their life. They've been through the struggles. They've been through the 5 of Pentacles, where they might have lost everything. And now they've figured out how to make things work in their favor. So the King of Earth is all about manifesting and creating and building. For some of you, you might actually be building a house or building a home or a family. With this this card here, you can see, he has these great big antlers and this beard. It does suggest an older energy, but it doesn't have to be, age. For me, this speaks of wisdom. Okay, you have been through a lot of difficult experiences, and most of this is, I believe, is financial. You might have been at a point in your life where you lost everything, but you've worked very hard to gain it back. Okay, you might have had to start over. This can be in a relationship. It can be, in your career. But for many of you, you've had to work very, very hard to get to where you're at right now. So the message here is to really take a step back and look where you've come from, how far you've come, because the King of Earth has come a long way. And yes, you still might have, some ways to go in the future, but you've accomplished a lot. So I do see this card as an energy of abundance. And it doesn't always have to be material things or financial things. This can be friendships. This can be the abundance of good health. This can be love. There's so many different types of abundance. But for a lot of you, I do feel it is financial. And it might not be that you're going to be rich tomorrow, but you feel secure. You feel stable. If this is another person, they give you that sense of security and stability that you've been looking for. For some of you, you might be building a house, like I said, or buying a house, or even buying some property. And another thing with this energy, the King of Earth, he or she is also very generous. Okay, so you're not stingy with all of that abundance that you have. You want to share it with others. You want to share it with your loved ones. Okay, so this is a really great card. Again, you might be dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it's definitely a card of abundance and growth and prosperity. All right, guys, so there you have your reading. Please leave me a message if this resonated with you. Let me know which card you picked and how it pertained to your situation. I love to hear all of your personal stories, and if you would also like to share this video with a friend, if you think it would help somebody, then that would make me very happy as well. All right, guys, so once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care.